There we go. What's up, guys? We're live.
Hey!
Hey, haha.
Welcome to the Japan Beer Hour. Yay!
We're going to be drinking for an hour. Oh God! I've only got one. I've only got one bottle.
Take your time. That's a strong beer.
It is
And
indeed. Yeah.
welcome, guys, to the second episode of the Japan Beer Hour. My name is Phoenix787. We're throwing things around a bit today. We're going to change up the format of the show a bit. Today I'm featuring TheShaunBro, who is featured on pretty much every other live show that any J vlogger does.
Yeah, I'm a bit of a whore.
He puts it about. Yes.
Yeah,
I hope you clean it before you do.
what do you call it? I'm a serial guest.
Yeah.
Oh.
Sorry, I was really distracted because I forgot to mute my own show, the comments. And now here's Simon from Three Old Dudes.
Sorry about that. I forgot to mute.
Yeah, I forgot to mute as well. Noobs. We're a bunch of noobs.
No, the problem is the new format for the broadcast, the YouTube broadcast.
Mm-hmm.
Until the actual show starts, you can't mute it.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, it's annoying. Before they introduced the new system,
Well, you can pop out the chatty thing now and just completely eliminate the video.
Yes.
Yep.
I popped it out earlier. There we go.
I haven't seen that.
Save that for Saturday, Simon.
What's up, Robert? Robert's in the chat. He also left a like in the video. Thank you very much.
All right.
So, let's do a kanpai, guys. Cheers.
Cheers.
Woo! Actually, I forgot to open this up.
Yep.
All
I
right.
got my trusty leg opener.
All right, but is anybody going to actually announce what beer that we are? I mean, shouldn't we be announcing the beer and?
Well, let's go around in order. I guess I'll start off with this. This is the Shibuya beer from Sant Gallen Brewery, which is in Atsugi. It is a golden ale, and I got it from the Tokyo department store. What's up, Mikey-chan? I got it from the Tokyo department store for about 400 yen. So yeah, that's what this one is.
And what percentage is it?
This is yes, it's oh shit percentage. It's 5% alcohol. And it's
5%. Oh, so it's a table beer then.
I must admit, with my beer, and you know how people talk about wine being all fruity and stuff, this does smell a little bit fruity.
Well, I shall refrain from commenting.
Whenever I drink wine and people say, "Oh, it tastes like, it's got all the tales of elderberries and freaking it tastes like this and that," and I'm like, "You're full of shit, mate."
And Mikey-chan hit the like as well. Thank you, Mikey.
Maybe this is a good opportunity to bust out the Stein.
There you go. Well, that's more fitting for the Belgian beer there. What are you drinking there, Simon? That's a Belgian one, right?
Oh, yes. I am drinking a Maratsu. That's how I pronounce it, and anybody watching, you can pronounce it how you like. But it's an abbey beer. A beer I thought brewed by monks, but it's not actually brewed by the monks. I've just been reading. It's brewed for them on the abbey premises, but using a recipe sent down by monks through the ages, as you do when you're bored in an abbey with nothing else to do. Getting rat-assed.
There we go.
No, actually, I'm only drinking their table beer, which is 6%. They have two others ranging from 8% to 10%. So this one I should still be talking comprehensively by the end of the show. But if I was on the 10%, you'd be wondering what the hell you were watching in 5 minutes. Okay, but I'm being attracted to this beer because I'm pouring this beer in the only large glass available to me in my house, and that is a Chimay glass, which is another Belgian beer, Abbey beer.
Oh yeah, Chimay's really popular here, actually.
Cheers.
Yep, cheers, guys, once again.
Alright. Do I talk about mine now?
Yeah.
Mine's Sleeping Giant IPA by Gage Roads Brewing Company. From, where is it? Palmyra, Western Australia.
Nice. So that's an Australian beer.
Yep. It's 5.4. Dry hopped and unfiltered.
That's kind of a low
It's not
alcohol percentage.
my usual beverage of choice. Let's see. I got a rather dubiously clean.
I just got a badge. New Brew Thursday.
It's quite goldy. It is quite pale. It's not lying when it says it's a pale ale.
This is a very strange beer that I have here. It's a golden ale, but it has energy on the bottle, so I'm not sure if this is supposed to give me energy, or is it like one of those beers that lies to you and says that you can dance once you drink enough of it? I mean, it is named Shibuya after all. Not bad, though. I'll give this one 3 stars.
Maybe you'll have an uncontrollable urge to run across crosswalks.
Perhaps, or an uncontrollable urge to start a live stream about beer. So on the Japan Beer Hour, we have a bitterness rating of 1 being like, tastes like water, to 10 being, holy shit, get this away from me, it's so bitter. So on a scale of 1 to 10, how bitter is your beers?
My beer is, on a scale of 1 to 10, about 5.
5.
I'd say.
What style beer is it?
It's let's see. I can't see. Ingredients. Where we go? There's two sets of ingredients in Dutch and French. So
why don't I look it up on Untapped?
Yes, that will do.
If you guys don't have Untapped, like I know Sean just got it, but if you guys in the audience don't have Untapped, you guys definitely should get this app. It's really, really useful for if you guys are huge beer fanatics, or even if you're just trying to, research beer. So what's it called again? How do you spell it?
Hold it up and you can read. There we go. Mared. MAREDSOUS.
And actually, what type of beer is that? That's the brewery.
That's an Abbey beer, yeah.
Yeah.
And that's actually the name of the Abbey, Maretsu.
Well, there's a few of them on my list here.
It's a 6% blonde. It's 6% blonde.
Oh, there it is.
It's a genuine blonde.
Oh, it's a Belgian. Yeah, it's a Belgian blonde.
Yes, I like to drink.
It don't look blonde.
This is my first pale. I'm not sure if I like it.
That your first ever IPA?
Yeah, I don't know. The taste is a bit bitter for me. Taste.
Well, like on a scale of 1 to 10, how bitter do you think it is?
7, 8.
That bitter? Yeah.
I know, it's like not usually what I drink. I usually drink like Asahi or
cider
or a draft beer.
What's it called again? Let me look it up on Untapped. I can find more research about that beer.
Sleeping Giant India Pale Ale. Probably come up in the Gage Roads. It'll probably come up with Sleeping Giant under Gage Roads Brewing Company.
It has an IBU of 55, which is, I don't know. In beer terminology, I think anything over 65 in IBU is considered really bitter. So yours is up there, but it's not quite bitter. I've had a beer with an IBU of 200 before. That thing made me sneeze. There's actually I did that for one of my Thirsty Thursday shows before. That thing was nuts.
Yeah.
Well, this is rather nice for water, sugar, hops, and yeast poo. I mean, that's rather nice.
There was another one I was going to get. It was called Feral.
Feral. That's not the stuff made with. That's the stuff that you drank, isn't it, Zach? With the made from civet cat coffee poo.
Oh, well, kind of.
No.
Yeah,
it had red. The feral bit was in red, and it had like some sort of cartoony thing label.
Oh yeah, that's not bad though. Not bad though. So
I might have to switch to my Asahi or Kirin Pure Taste to cleanse my palate after this.
Everybody's gone quiet in chat for some reason.
Yeah, there's not much in the chat. Jared just said Stein. I'm trying to get Jared to come on the show sometime, but he needs to get himself a computer with a camera. So, let's move on to story time here. How far in the show are we? I have no idea how far we are in this show.
11 minutes, and I've got to make this last an hour. Bloody hell.
Well, Sean and I have other beers, so while we drink this beer, while we drink our beers, Simon, I want you to tell me the best beer you ever drank, like ever. Where did you find it? Where did you get it? What it was? What brewery?
Well, I can tell you the worst beer.
Okay, tell me that, because that's the second question I was going to ask.
Worst beer I had was actually let's say what would it be 1982. 1982 it was.
I wasn't even born then. Holy shit.
1982, and a friend of mine from school. Lived on a farm, and he decided to make some homebrew, which was all very nice. And it was, we took it home, me and him and another guy, and it was quite sweet, which is a dangerous signal when you're when you're drinking beer. If it's quite sweet, that it means there's sort of been lots of sugar and reactions and stuff going on. But I thought it was a bit sickly. But the guy that brewed it was quite happy with it, and my friend enjoyed it. Another friend, he was enjoying it because he didn't really like bitter or any kind of beers. He usually drank cider. So this sweet beer really went down well with him, and we chugged it all back. And it had the effect. God knows what percentage it was, but after about two glasses, we were effing rat-assed. but then my other friend, not the guy that brewed it, he said, "Oh, I don't feel so good." And my bedroom was on the sort of second floor, and the garage roof was below. So I had sash windows, so he flipped up the sash window, leaned out, and got rid of his beer.
Oh God.
And we thought, oh, that's the end of that. But then, we recovered enough to sort of go our separate ways, or they went home. And then I got a telephone call sort of the next day, or later that evening, I should say, and it was my friend's mother, and she said, "What has David been drinking?" Why, he's in the hospital.
Oh my God!
And he'd been throwing up so much from this beer. I mean, he hadn't stopped.
It like poisoned him.
He'd basically they had to pump his stomach and everything. I was fine, and my mate was fine. I mean, I think I stopped because it was just too sweet and not my kind of thing. But that was the worst beer I had. I mean,
send a guy to the hospital. Crap.
Yeah.
Well, what's beer. The best beer you can imagine? Like the best beer you've ever had.
Oh. Wait a minute. Well, it's probably more to do with association. This was just a few years later, 1985, 86, and I was at art college. And as you do at art college, you go out at lunchtime for inspiration. And we went to sort of the local pub, my friend and I, and it had I can't remember the name of the brewer. God, what was it called? Robinson's Brewery from Manchester, and they had a beer called Old Tom. Old Tom, which was like it looked like when they poured it out, it looked like Guinness, but it was also slightly sweet. And we would have 2 or 3 of those for inspiration at lunchtime, then stagger back to the college and try and do some art.
You went to college in England? Is that right?
Yeah.
Man, England in the 1980s must have been a riot, I'll tell you that.
It was quite fun, yeah. Sort of, we were.
In some cases, it was the bomb.
What?
I heard some cases it was a bomb. You know, with the IRA going crazy and stuff.
Well, that happened. I was in London. I mean, I was walking around London. Remember when the IRA bombed Harrods in London? There was a big. They sort of detonated a bomb in Harrods, and I heard it go off. Actually, yeah.
Were you drinking a beer then?
I was not drinking a beer. I was walking around with friends in London, and there was a loud thump noise, and we said, "Oh, that's probably a bomb," and it was.
Oh, that's probably a bomb. Yes, it quite is a bomb. Any more of this? So, Sean.
Mikey says, I don't know about beer. I'm here to maybe learn something.
Well, you learned about the 80s in England.
Yes, and homebrew. Don't trust homebrew.
My buddy brought homebrew there once to a party when I lived in Arizona. It was really, really good. I have no idea what style of beer it was. This is before I even liked beer. And, like, holy crap, it was pretty good.
Yeah, homebrew is quite popular here in Australia, especially among the older generations.
They're trying to, you can do it here, but you have to have it below 1% alcohol. But nobody prosecutes you over here when it comes to homebrew. I've never done it here though, but yeah. All right, Sean.
How on earth do you brew something for less than 1% alcohol? I mean, sort of, you put sweetener in instead of sugar.
I remember I made vodka in high school chemistry class, and we lit it on fire. We couldn't drink it, but we lit it on fire. I'm not sure if that's better or not.
Oh, so somebody once brought up, but we had England in the 80s again. House parties, that was the thing. People would say, my parents are out, we're going to have a party, and the world and his wife would turn up, and everybody would get smashed. And I think somebody brought some ethanol. they made.
That was like the 2000s in America. Like people would bring Everclear to parties, and Everclear is like how many proof? Like 120 proof alcohol. Like holy crap! Like insane. TheShaunBro, same two questions. Your best beer and your worst beer. Go.
I don't know. I quite like that Magnum Dry, Suntory stuff. It's like probably just a crappy export beer, but I quite liked it.
I've never seen it here in Japan.
That's
worst. It's probably just a for export thing, but anyway.
Yeah.
And the worst beer would probably have to be some. It was a red-coloured beer. It came in a crock, like a clay crock. Me and my mates were having a land, and we thought, let's go to the bottle shop. So we went to the bottle shop or liquor store, and I thought this looks interesting, so I went and got it. And yeah, to my palate, it tasted like ass. Never tried again.
Oh, so this is the taste test. We'll do a blind taste test.
Let's just
I've never had it before, so I just tried it.
So how did you know it tasted like arse? That's what I want to know.
Well, if something were to taste like arse, if arse were to taste like something, it would be like this beer.
There you go.
Backtracking there. And Mikey wants to know, Zach, are you going to brew your own beer?
Maybe. I'm actually thinking about. I want to start my own brewery down the line or something like that. And sweet, Robert just joined Untapped. You guys take after Robert. He got on Untapped. I'm not sponsored by them or anything. I'm just gonna say it right now. I'm not sponsored, but like, seriously, it's like a huge resource for half of what I do. So, but what's the best beer? Oh yeah, that was the best beer. What's the most interesting beer you guys have had? Like for example, you guys mentioned this earlier. A couple weeks ago, I did the that coffee weasel beer. I don't know if you've heard of Untapped, but
well, we have now.
Yes. One of the recommendations on Untapped was also something that my buddy at the Brewdog Bar in Roppongi recommended to me. It was the McCullough barrel-aged coffee weasel. It was it was the brunch weasel, and they call it the weasel because they sift the coffee beans through these siphons, right? It's like super expensive coffee beans too. The bottle was 1,500 yen. That was
But
insane.
you know where those beans have been before they roast them, don't you?
There's a reason they call it the weasel.
Mm. They feed them to these animals and wait for the animals to poop them out, and and then they roast them.
Well, that's why it was the most interesting beer I've ever tasted. I mean, that stuff was like,
Did it
I
taste
can't even describe it. Yeah. It was a very intriguing beer, to say the least. Yeah. But I'm glad my buddy recommended it to me. So, what about you guys? I mean, in Belgium, there's like a plethora of strange beers over there, right?
Well, yes, you've got all the fruit beers, of course, raspberry, peach, yeah, all kinds of. I mean, I quite like cherry beer, Creek.
Oh, yeah, those creeks are really good.
But the thing with Creek is it's based on it's basically a basic beer that's had cherries chucked into it, and the thing with it is that originally, up until sort of like 30, 40 years ago, if you ordered a Creek, your face would wince, and you'd actually have to ask for sugar to go with the beer, and you have to put sugar in the beer because it's quite bitter with the tang of the cherries. But these days it's all done for you, so it's quite a sweet beer. It's like cherry cola, but gets you blasted. But I mean, you've got honey beer as well, and all kinds of stuff.
I've had one of those recently, actually. There was a seasonal beer at it was at the T.Y. Harbor Smokehouse in Harajuku, and they had this maple honey ale. It was thick, like, oh my god, it was thicker than any stout I've ever had, and that thing was insane. It was really good though.
But the thing with beer, of course, is you always have to work it off after.
Yeah, I'm dealing with that right now down in my stomach area. I've actually started doing crunches during loading screens when I play GTA Online. I'm like on the floor over here in front of my TV, just like doing these crunches. Because every other part of my body is skinny. Like I can see my ribs here. Like my legs are just nothing but muscle because I walk everywhere. I have nothing on my arms. It's just a bunch of jelly down here.
So Sean, what's the most interesting beer? Or let's put a spin on it. What is the most interesting event related to beer that has occurred to you?
Well, there was beer there. I went to a house party, and I remember having a beer at one point, but then I started hitting the Jaeger bombs, and I had like freaking 10 Jaeger bombs.
Oh god.
And yeah, I was growling into the toilet at one point, and my friends wondered where I was, and they found me in the toilet. Somehow I'd crawled under the S-bend, so I was between the wall and the toilet, behind the toilet, curled up asleep.
Oh god.
So somehow I'd worked my way up around the toilet. I was wedged myself in there.
I know. That's how you discovered what arse tastes like. Now we know.
There we go. Now he knows. So if anything tastes like ass, we have to have Sean drink it to confirm that it actually does taste like ass. What about you, Simon? What's the most interesting beer-related experience? Well, you've had a few.
Well, I can do the party thing. I mean, I once ended up in a tree, sort of saying hello to the big white toilet, you know. But there was beer at the party, but there was like all sorts of other things, and I just got a glass, and I put all sorts of other things into it.
Jungle.
What was it? Yeah. I did the same once with an entire bottle of sherry at a party.
God.
Yes, those were the days.
Those were the days. Are you sure it was last week?
No. It was back when I was in my teens and early 20s.
Jared says we should try cat poop beer. I'm not sure if that's because I have a cat and she likes to shit. I have to go down there every day and I'm back home and scoop out her litter box. I don't want to drink anything that came out.
Unless he is, of course, referring to the civet cat coffee bean.
That's true.
It could be that. It could be. It could have come late to the party and just missed that bit.
Yeah. Let's see. My most, I guess the scariest experience I've ever had with alcohol was I was at a nomikai, right, with my school, like the drinking parties that those Japanese people like to have, and I was, I just drank like this pitcher of beer. It was a pitcher of Asahi, and I got really drunk off that. I'm pretty sure someone gave me a shot of sake as well, but I'm like stumbling into the train station at Shinjuku. I get on the Yamanote Loop line, and the door shuts, and I lean on the door. The train starts moving. The next stop, that door is supposed to open, and whoop, I fall right out onto the platform. And like the conductor, everybody's like, "Oh my God, what's going on? Are you okay?" And I'm like landing on the platform, out of my mind, blitzed. I'm like, just drive the fucking train like that. See, when I'm blitzed, I remember stuff up until recently, unless it's whiskey. That's why I don't remember half of the YouTube party.
We have photos and video evidence to remind you.
Oh God.
Thank you.
Hello.
Hello. What's going on?
Well, thanks, Dad.
What did he bring you?
Sustenance.
He has to drink a beer now. He just crashed the party. He has to drink beer. What is that? Hold on, let me click it.
I got chips.
Thins.
You got chips. Your dad brings you chips. That's cool.
Give him a beer. It's like, nah.
I knew this was coming. Yeah, I got him to get me some stuff when he was out helping. Now to cleanse my palate.
Me too. I have to grab my...
Kid and Pure Taste.
Oh, that's the one. That's the one beer.
I really did not like that IPA. It's not for me.
So, rating out of 1 through 5, what would you rate it?
1.
That low, huh?
Yeah. It's just, I don't know, it's just too bitter for me.
Well, I'm gonna grab my other beer real quick. Excuse me.
I might pace myself because if I drink too fast, I'll be screaming by the end of the night. Well, I do have my quite fashionable Chewbacca beer cozy.
Oh, a beer cozy. This is to keep your beer warm, of course.
To keep it cold.
Oh, warm beer, Jack.
You tell it's legit because it's got the Star Wars shit on the bottom.
For some reason, this video keeps loading, Lucas says. Maybe,
I don't know. Is anyone else having connection problems?
Maybe
it's a loaded video.
Maybe it's his pigeon internet.
Yeah. Well, welcome, Lucas. Anyway, thank you for the like. And...
Is he sharing a connection with Dean?
And is it clean?
Oh God. What type of connection are you talking about?
I'll love me some Kirin.
Speaking of Kirin, I got myself some Konbini beer. This is Kirin. What the hell does this say?
Grand Kirin.
Nantoka.
Juroku ya no tsuki. Actually, it's down here. Izayoi no tsuki. Down here at the bottom. And that's the... Jesus, I'm going to have to look this up on Untapped. I have no idea what this is.
I'm going to have to untap this thing too.
It says IPA on the lid, as you can see there. What is that?
I don't know if all pale ales taste, in the IPAs taste like that. But yeah, if that's the case, I probably won't drink anymore. That was nasty.
Oh, here it is. I found it.
First press beer.
First press.
First press.
First press.
What does it?
beer.
Like, make it from grapes or what?
Well, if you want to complain, I suggest you take it up with Kieran's quality department. It is IBU is not applicable apparently. It's a Pilsner.
If it's not bitter, but yeah, Pilsners
It's
wouldn't
a
have.
Pilsner, 5%. Average of three bottle caps out of 5.
What's this one? Let me open this up. Ah, how's it taste, dude? Oh,
It smells earthy, kind of. I'm not a beer snob, so I can't tell what shit smells like.
mine smells earthy too. What is it?
You can't tell what shit smells like, but you can tell if it tastes like.
You know what?
arse.
You know what? You keep drinking it. You keep drinking your what do you call it? Your Abbott monk beer.
Monk beer.
You almost said monkey beer.
Monkey beer.
Oh
yeah,
yeah, this is
Right,
the stuff.
that's the challenge. The challenge for next week's show is to somebody to find a monkey beer. There we go.
Monk beer, man. Okay.
No,
I can
monkey
probably
beer.
find that somewhere.
Turn your gain up on your hearing aids. I'm gonna give this one. I'm gonna give this one a 5.
You like that?
We'll give it 5.
I'm gonna give it a 5.
Oh my god, my beer smells like piss.
Oh, this is encouraging for our viewers.
Shall I pour it into the glass to show the sports fans?
Sure. Jesus Christ, this beer smells weird.
Ooh, this is quite clear. Look at that. It's quite clear.
Oh wow, that is clear. Holy shit.
That is very, very clear.
Wow. Tastes good.
But when I said it was smelled earthy before, I was pulling it out, but now I smell it. It does smell earthy. Nice. I like it.
Here's mine. This is Keating Craft, whatever's Grand Keating Craftsmanship Series exclusive an IPA. It's actually quite clear, and it smells like urine. It literally smells like urine, like diabetic urine.
I mean, you won't notice any difference when you go for your old dude moment, then.
Yeah, like later on when I'm in the John, I'll be like, is this the beer I drank earlier, or is this just what I Alright, let's try it. I'm dreading this already.
I'm gonna have to nurse this one.
Okay, it's not bad.
I've now got the munchies, but I have
I'm
nothing.
actually hungry too. Holy shit.
Oh, we have to do a
I
campfire.
have no one to bring you
We haven't done the
some.
campfire. We haven't done the campfire for our next beer yet.
Oh yeah, here.
This is your show. You got to get on your game.
Here we go. Woo!
And I'll campfire with my chips.
I'll campfire with my candy. I got this candy here. I don't know what. I got this from
Oh yeah. You know this is a good bag of chips when you get this nice crunchy one that's folded over. I like that.
That's kind of specific. This beer ain't bad. It's it has a 3.3 rating on Untapped, and it's supposed to be an IPA, but it's actually not that much of an IPA.
Well, this one's got a average of what do you call it? 3.303 out of 1,000 ratings.
Yeah, this doesn't have an IBU.
I gave it a 5 because I quite like it. And I think the suggested beer comes underneath the rating. It says Malt Shovel Brewery. Let's see, what is it? Lion Nathan. What is it? What they got beers? What beers they got? Beer list. Here we go. Oh, I was going to get one of these. James Squire 150 Lashes Pale Ale.
Oh, I've heard of that.
It's Australian Pale Ale.
Mm.
It's got a 4.2 average ABV, whatever the hell it is.
That's alcohol by volume.
And there's James Squire. James Squire's beer is pretty nice.
Mm.
They got Chance a Golden Ale.
I've never had any of their beers, but I've heard of
James
them.
Squire Nine Tails Amber Ale.
Like one of my friends posted a few of their beers on Untapped.
James Squire the Constable English Bitter.
Hmm.
Well, the English are bitter. We're a bitter people.
I think
James
you've lived
Squire
in Belgium for too long. You don't seem bitter at all.
Some of these names for the James Squire beers are pretty nice. Pretty cool, like Hop Thief 7 and Sundown Lager. Four Wives Pilsner.
Pardon? What?
Wow.
Oh, Untapped does a cider as well. I could have done cider.
Oh yeah, they have ciders on there.
I'd love me some cider.
Well, there you are, Sean. You could start a cider channel.
There you go.
I'll have a. Yeah.
Yeah, like, do you guys have
I
any
think-
badges on there?
Hmm?
Like, what you do with this app is, like, once you accomplish, like, certain
Yeah, I got
objectives...
newbie.
Yeah, you can get... I have master, dude. Step up your game. Oh, God. Ugh.
Well, I'm not an alcoholic like you are.
Why am I the alcoholic of J bloggers? What the hell? Like, seriously. Like,
Because every time I
everyone...
look, Robert B, Robert Old Dude. He's already done 3 check-ins. Jesus.
Only 3?
Already, and he's only been on what, not 20 minutes?
Maybe he's checking in old beers. I don't know.
Maybe. Can you do that?
Robert, we need an explanation. Are you in the comments still?
I mean, he's at work, so I kind of feel that if being a train driver, he should be 00. Like,
Yeah,
the
I
law
can't
like
really-
it's like here. If you get caught with any blood alcohol in any alcohol in your blood, you get caned. They take you out to the square and they flog you.
Jesus Christ.
Is that sneezing beer again?
Nah, I wish.
Oh, Hemmingford Grey, Merrydown Gold Cider seems to be no longer available. Oh, do they still make Woodpecker? I want to know that.
I quite like Bulmers.
Thanks
Bulmers
for the
original.
like,
Is that all you're able to get these days?
Oh, it's
That's
good.
true.
It's good. It's really good. And there's another one I tried the other day, a few weeks ago. Was Summerford's, I think.
I like how Robert puts no booze, no cell phone at work, as if it's like his priority.
I possibly think Hemmingford that Merrydown Vintage Gold Cider that was probably made in Rutland, and it was the earthquakes in Rutland that stopped them making that. Yes. Sorry, nobody knows what the hell I'm
Damn it,
talking
Lucas!
about.
It's pretty much impossible to drive off the rails unless you overspeed. But
He's driving a subway. There's like a lever that they use to drive those things, right? I don't know what they do.
but they'd probably some combined accelerator braking system. So you'll have a dead zone, and then you put it. and then you
Robert
pull
says
it back.
he's at home. He's driving the trains remotely from home with his PlayStation.
Ain't that the life? I could just imagine just sitting here. Forward, stop, open doors, close doors, backwards.
Hey, I could try up Train Sim and see, and I could drink, and you just could watch my progress and see how progressively bad I get. Like I'm willing to take one for the team.
You should do like drunk train simulator, like for a YouTube channel.
Rutland will rebuild, says Hemmingford Grey. There we go.
That's Thanks for the like, by the way, Hemmingford Grey. Appreciate it. So,
There is
let's see.
a beer I might try if I ever get invited back.
Oh, of course.
But
Yes, welcome on anytime.
I'll get some of the more James Bogues and what was another good Australian beer? I'm trying to think now. Fat Yak.
That's a
Yak
name.
beer.
Yak beer?
No, it's just called
it's
fat yak.
yak shit beer, okay.
No, it's just called fat. I'm a bottle, I'll jump on a plane now. I'll have my bottle, and I'll like, hey, Jack, you go on crack.
Okay.
That was the last of my beer.
That's it. You're done.
My beer is gone.
Better walk to the supermarket, get some more. We'll
Well,
wait.
I actually have to go to the supermarket to buy comestibles later. I'm expecting my sons home from school shortly, and once they're here, I can bugger off to the
What's that? I'll
supermarket.
make it what? 3 o'clock there.
Well, one has to work till almost 5 o'clock at school, and the other one finishes in about 10 minutes. But he makes his own way home.
Oh.
What time does it make it there? Like what? 4 o'clock.
It'll be 20. It'll be 20 to 4 at the moment. Yes.
Ah.
God, 6%.
I don't know what, but I'm usually pretty good at gauging time zones. I don't know why.
I'm bad at it. Like, I have no idea. I mean, I know where Belgium is, but like it's like trying to.
I use
move
a bit
it
of
around,
deductive
right?
reasoning. Like school gets out here at about 3 o'clock,
Yeah, that's
3:30.
true.
And I'm like, I'll just throw a random number out and see what sticks.
We've had 10 viewers watching this show today.
10?
Yeah,
Wow.
That's a pretty good number for the second show, and the fact that we didn't have one last week either. So thank you guys. And like last week's show, we had 145 views on the replay. That's awesome. You guys are amazing. So here's a cheers to the fans. Here's a cheers to the Phoenicians. A cheers to the Old Dudes fans, and a cheers to the TheShaunBro fans.
And a big cheers to Mikey Chen.
Mikey
He's
Chen.
awesome and stuff.
Mikey Chen, if you're still there, Mikey Chen, yes.
Yes,
Cheers.
Mikey Chen. Leave a comment. Let me know you're still here.
Yes,
Yeah.
and I hope you enjoyed the pudding.
What? Is there? Wait, what? Did she make a video recently?
No, but she made pudding and ate it all.
You know what I really like? Rice pudding. Rice cream. Oh, so good.
I've never had that before.
I can't remember how you make it. Maybe Dad used to make it all the time. You get like milk and cream and you put it in the saucepan with rice and thickens. It's kind of like pudding but with rice in it.
Well, to wrap up the show, I'm gonna ask you two questions real fast. I want to ask you guys how you guys got into
test?
what?
This isn't a sobriety test, is it, officer?
You're not being detained. Don't worry.
Okay. Do you need my license?
Well, I don't know. Depending on what I ask here.
This would probably be good with the laugh for the audience. I just recently received my proper license in the mail. And this is what my license photo looked like.
You look like a serial killer.
You put the lotion in the basket.
Dear God. That gives me the chills looking at it.
Yeah, I seriously thought my hair was fine when I posed for it. But
Yeah, that's why I got long hair.
I had a comb and but I'm all good now. My sister cut my hair last night.
I don't have any siblings. But okay, well here's the question.
This is why you have long hair.
Okay. Okay.
I'm actually gonna trim it soon, but alright, here's the question. How did you guys get into beer? Like, how did you guys, like, what was the first time you guys had a beer? Like, what made you become a beer fanatic or someone who enjoys beer? Like, when
I wouldn't call myself a beer fanatic because I probably drink once. This is probably the first time I had a drink in like a month and a half.
Good grief.
Maybe 2 months. I don't drink very often.
Okay, keep go on.
Sean's confession.
But I don't know. Remember, I honestly
He's on
can't
the beer
remember.
show and he doesn't drink.
Yeah, really.
I drink. I just don't drink every day or every week.
So how old were you when you had your first beer, though?
I was about 14. About 14. So that would be 19 70. No, 1980. Yes.
BC.
1980.
So
And
what-
yes,
Do you remember what it
My-
was?
Do I remember what it was? It was a lager. It was probably Heineken lager.
Heineken.
Rich is the part. Other beers cannot reach.
I think my first was a Budweiser. Yeah. What about yours,
What's,
Sean?
what's Budweiser and Sex in the Canoe have close in common?
What's that?
They're fucking close to water. I'm sorry.
Oh God.
I've actually had Budweiser, so I can attest to that. Anyway, my first time on that beer was...
I've had Budweiser. I've had the actual sort of.
You've had Sex in the Canoe?
There's an East European brewery that also produces a similar named product that is actually much stronger. I can't remember the name. There we are. That's very interesting.
Rob left a really interesting story in the comments. A pretty girl up at Georgian Bay while camping. I drank a Mickey in 10 minutes of rye, but the very first time was that what? Okay, okay, there, Robert. All right. Cool. I learned something about Robert today.
Robert is busy filming. He's got he's filming for work actually.
Filming in Budweiser.
I actually honestly can't remember the first time I had a beer.
That's the one. That's the one Hemingford Grey. Yes.
Are you talking full beers or are you talking sips?
I'm talking. Yes.
Maybe first experience in general. Like my first experience was a Budweiser.
Mine was probably a party when I was in high school, maybe. I don't know. I can't remember.
I remember the first time I had alcohol in general was I was I think 15 or 16. My grandma gave me vodka on the rocks.
Wow.
At a house.
Your grandma?
Yeah, my grandma. She was like, I see her drinking all the time. I was like, Grandma, what is that? She's like, it's vodka. I was like, can I try it? She asked my dad. She was like, can your son have this? And Dad was like, I don't care.
That's good parenting right there.
This is the same dad that stocks my fridge every time he visits me.
This is and the same man that the same man that asks you when you were going onto a train, have you had sex on these things?
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. Like, okay. No, I don't think the show knows this, but I posted this on my Facebook account. We were going from Kanazawa to Fukui, and this was during the, you guys seen the videos from the tour, but some of the stuff you didn't see, a little bit of the behind-the-scenes stuff. We were getting on the train. I was telling Dad, okay, Dad, you just sit in this seat, and we, this is how we go to Fukui. He looks at me. He's like, Zach, have you ever had sex in one of these trains before? I look at him. I'm like, what the fuck? What are you talking about, dude?
Was there anybody within ear? Was there any Japanese person within earshot that understood English that looked at you weird? That would have been a cherry on the sundae right there.
Sure someone turned around and like, what the hell? Because the word for sex in Japanese is the same, sekutsu, right? So they probably understood what they probably heard the word sex, like, what the hell's going on here?
No, he's my dad. He's my dad.
That makes it worse, dude.
And on that note.
Oh my God. Yeah, like whenever he visited me when I lived in Arizona, he would always we would go to the store because he would have a rental car with a lot of back end space in the back of his car. I went to the store frequently, but like he wanted me to, he wanted to use his money to buy food, so he would go straight for the beer aisle and grab like 6-pack after 6-pack. He's like, Zach, you'll need this. You'll need this. I'm like, wait, why? He's like, well, whenever you have people over.
Did he? Did he hand you a roll of condoms or something?
Yeah, he's done that before too. Like he handed me a box of condoms once. He's like, Zach, don't bring him any grandchildren yet. I'm like, okay.
Your dad seems like a cool dude. Seems like a cool dude to go for drinking with.
Oh, dude, he likes to. He's an interesting man. Yeah, very nice dude.
the kind of slightly inappropriate dad that.
Oh,
You
he
know.
takes dad jokes to the next level. Like, holy crap. Like, I don't know. I'll start posting some of these on my Twitter account next time he makes a
My
dad
favourite
joke.
dad joke is sometimes I'll ask him, "Oh, you're all right," and he's like, "No, I'm half left."
Oh, man. Well, I guess on that note, we should do one last compi in the show, and I guess Charlie said he's not going to do the show tonight, so we'll go straight to the after party. I'll leave I'll tweet out the after show link. You guys can hop on, and then we can have some fun.
Oh, I've got to duck out, people, because I've got shopping to do. I've got to go and buy comestibles and save my internet.
More beer to come back and drink more.
Yeah, really. All right, so
Okay.
all those who in the comments, if you're holding a drink, be sure to compi the screen. Compi.
Kampai.
There we
Bye.
go.
And
Thank
see
you guys
most
for
of you
watching.
again on Saturday.
Yep.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Be sure to check out their channels. Be sure to see.
Don't check out my channel, please, people. Don't waste your time. Honestly, please don't check my channel.
All right.
Feel free to check mine. You're welcome to fall asleep
Yeah.
when you watch my videos.
check out Simon's and the Three Old Dudes channel. They're pretty cool.
All right,
Mine
guys.
not.
Well, we'll see you next time. Thank
Bye.
you guys for coming on too. Take it easy.
Okay. See you, Sean. See you, Zach.
So yeah.
Did it work? And there it goes.